$10 back with my Madea Goes to Jail movie review. I mean, come on. You cannot just laugh at these movies. Now, my next movie review is not going to be another Madea movie until, I don't know how long it will be. The release date was February 20th, 2009. So, let's talk about this movie now. So yeah, let's get to this. So yeah, after a high-speed freeway police chase him, see and meet the Browns, and we did that. Madea was being pulled over and arrest the DI officers, and yeah, anyways, a rising star within the office is set to promote a young prostitute and drug addict, Candace, and before Judge Maybelline. However, Jaws is already acquired with Candy, so he asks his fiance and follow the ADI, Linda Davids, to fill in on her behalf. Madea is then brought before the judge, and Brian is able to secure her release when it's revealed that the police officers failed to read her during warning. Unable to put Madea away, the judge instead suspend her license and place her in an anger management course. You can tell things are not going to go well for this. And returning home from court with Brian, Cora, and Mr. Brown with the most ridiculous outfits he ever had, Madea finds she finds a party taking place in her house, hosted by her brother Joe, who claims he threw the party to try to cheer up her sister. However, Madea instead gets a gun, and Mr. Brown screams, "She's got a gun!" and runs around the freaking porch. You cannot make this up. And yeah, that did not go well for the party. And yeah, Josh later takes Candy out to eat and gives her business card to future assignments. This caused Linda to get jealous of and fear Josh may be cheating on her, although Josh trying to accent her that he is only trying to help an old friend. Linda tells him that it was his own fault for being who she is, and that he should only secure with a higher class people, because fairly Candace sees right through Linda upon meeting her and tells Josh that it will never work between them since they are too different. Linda is a spoiled brat who considers people with a lower status than her inferior, while Josh acutely cares about helping anyone he sees in trouble. Driving Madea to anger management, concludes another car cuts Cora off, fuming Medea's anger while Cora tries to remain calm. And you know what's gonna happen. Medea's gonna destroy it. Madea by Cora's car to remove. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm busy right now. Remove the other driver car. Madea confronts with Mr. Phil, God, for angering their management, but does not complete at all. And then, Dr. Phil and tells Cora that he will be filing this report to the judge. Meanwhile, Josh, yeah, it did. Madea and Mr. Phil did not go well. Okay. Anyways, Josh keeps helping Candace to the point of rescuing her from Pimp Arthur, who has who abused her and her fellow per- personal friend Donna. He brought her to his apartment, angering Linda, who threatened to leave Josh unless he cuts Candace off of his life for good. At Medea's house, Madea calls Cora, who is at the hair solution, to drive her to the store to get groceries. Cora refused to cut her appointment short, arguing Madea. Joe warns that Madea will get into trouble if she drives to the store herself, but she ignores him and goes at Kmart. This is where things. Oh God, this is where things get crazier. A woman steals the parking space that Madea was about to take. Acts very snubbing to confront over it, and reputation Madea combine a forklift to remove the woman's car from the space, wrecking it in the position. She then flees as the woman calls her police officer husband. And of course, Madea says, I ain't scared no Popo, call the Popo! Josh later ran into his friend Alden, a former drug addict, and perceives who has now become a minister who helps other women get off the streets. After Josh asks Alden to help Candace, she gets the young woman a job interview, but when the interview sexually harasses her, Candace kicks him, tells Ellen about the harassment, and storms out. Josh and Linda later find Candace straying out at his front door, and he brings her instead to rest once again. Upsetting Linda, that same evening Madea is arrested outside her home and putting up a fight against the Popo until she is tackled. Nothing is going well. Oh God. This is the last time we'll see the Popo against Madea, by the way. At the Destering Arthur office, Josh's best friend Chuck runs into Linda and discovers that she is faxing Candace's files to deputy, gets her sent to prison and away from Josh, a practice she has engaged with other defendants as well, including Madea. Linda blackmails him to keep his mouth shut under the threat of telling their boss, Frank and Chuck, cheated on his bar exam to get his law lesson. The next day, Ellen later asks Josh how he knows Candace. He tells her that they were close friends from childhood together, college, but during their college years, all of Josh's friends and bullied Candace because of her background, and he started to punish her away. Um, Out of embarrassment, he breaks down when he talks about one particular night when he took her to a party at his friend's institution where the gang raped her, and after he left to go on a date, since Josh has humbled deep spent gullet for leaving her behind and feeling to protect her. Ellen confronts him and tells him he shouldn't continue holding on to the gullet and that it was never his fault. Explaining Candace already has prepared trouble behind. And then at Medea's trial, Ryan informs Madea that Judge Alvin isn't overseeing her case this time. The judge in question is Greg Mellons, who settled her to prison for 5 to 10 years. And you can tell that Madea just said, I ain't going. And she went. Anyway, regardless. Meanwhile, Linda mentioned to Josh that Candace missed her trial and the judge gave her a 17-year prison secure. She also lied that she tried to ring, but the case was too severe. Chuck overheard this and nearly tells Josh the truth. Oh, come on. Where was I? Okay. Chuck overheard this and nearly tells Josh the truth, but hasn't because Linda's threats haven't returned to civilian areas. While in Debbie Court prison, Candace reunites with Donna and reveals her long prison stay. Madea grants several killer TT as a clear meal and free friend that Candace comes to her desire when she is sexually harassed by prison boss Big Sal. You may know this as Helga from American Gladiators. You probably know. Candace, Madea, TT, Big Sal, and Donna later attended a class. Also, Madea beats up Helga, and yeah, that was funny also. They also attended a class taught by Ellen at the prison in order to have time reunited from their students during a lesson about forgiveness. Madea noticed that some of the inmates would play victim and talking resource play victim or talking responsibly of crimes. She tells the class they need to stop themselves as victims, forgiving those who led them onto the bad path they've been, as they were the ones who end up in jail. Moving by Medea's words, Candace confronts Josh during a visit from him. She reveals that back when she was raped at the party, he took her to she called his name, replying yet he never came. She sexually allowed her anger at him and Tuna from the rape to confront her led to her dropping out of school and becoming a drug addict, and basically, yeah. Josh and picked up the pieces of her life. On Josh's wedding day, Chuck served as best man, tells him that Linda failed Candace's file during the community as applied. Josh tells the company, including in the mayor, and basically Chuck's basically went to the jail, and he then rushes to the prison, rather, where he proposed to Candace. He loves her and will help her get out of jail and restore her life. Josh publicly exposed Linda's tampering with clearing files to radio shows The Views and others, mainstream Madea triggering, and basically they said free Madea. And then, while the news update reveals that she has been included for her crimes and will face arrest trials in prison, Candace, Madea, and 5 other women that Linda proposed have their confirms overturned and released. Madea is picked up by Cora and Mr. Brown and Brian, while Candace and Josh walk out of the prison and share a kiss in front of Peace. And then during the credits, Madea missed Dr. Phil. Oh my god. This is funny. This movie was hilarious. Last time we were gonna see a jail, well, except for the Halloween ones. We'll get to those in October. I can't get this but another A. I can't help it. But yeah, next time in the movie reviews, we're gonna take a look at the Simpsons movie. Yep, back to the old Simpsons, that is. Like this, comment, and subscribe to both my channels, and yeah, bye. I'll be back for my Raw reviews tomorrow. Also, bye.